You have been defined as a brilliant talent scout. Do you agree with that definition? And if so, what do you think is your main talent in recognizing potential in authors?
I think sometimes recognizing potential in authors means that you have to have a wide variety of things that you like. And so some of the things that we agree as being beautiful are not always thought as beautiful when they first arrive. And so you have to have the ability to challenge your conception of what writing should sound like and what it should look like and the way it should be structured. And so I am often looking to be amused, but also challenged. And that to me is the exciting thing, is finding out what I don't know, I want to know, and what it should sound like.
In your magazine Freeman, you publish writers from all around the world. Do you think that we can be ready to go beyond national literary borders and try to realize a true Weltliteratur?
Absolutely. I mean, everyone who is in this tent right now probably grew up a reader, and because we're here in Italy, I'm sure they read mostly Italian writers. But I also believe that they probably have books on their shelves by Haruki Murakami and Ann Tyler and Virginia Woolf and Charles Dickens and Mo Yan and all kinds of writers from around the world. And I think as readers, you recognize that storytelling is an art that is practiced all over the world and practiced with equal beauty, but in different sounds. And part of the joy of being a reader is partaking in the variety of sounds that storytelling can take.
People usually prefer novels rather than short narratives. What is the role of the short story in contemporary literature?
Oh, it's real easy. When we all used to have tape cassettes and we had to listen to the radio and wait for our favorite song and press record so we can get our favorite song onto a tape and then re-listen to it over and over again on our Walkmans. An anthology of short stories or pieces that are in Freeman's, that's published here by Edizione Black Coffee, it's a mixtape. It's basically a way to put together good writing from lots of different genres and countries and authors, and to try to give you something different that's equally exciting at every step of the way, rather than to have an album where there's 2 or 3 good songs and the rest of it's crap.
You wrote Maps, a book of poetry, and today's event is called The Map of Wonders. What are these wonders, and is there enough space for poetry in our society?
Absolutely. People have been writing poetry for well over 2,000 years, and I think we will be writing poetry if there is a world in 2,000 years. People always want to be moved. They want to feel wonder. That is not just a religious experience. And so sometimes the way that we feel wonder is in seeing something for the first time. Sometimes it's seeing something extremely large and awesome, like a mountain, a cathedral. And sometimes it's in seeing something small and precious, like a child or a gem. And a poet, I think, has an ability to dilate their focus between the very large concepts of love and loss and the very small things, tiny moments, where our life can change based on a single sentence uttered to us by someone we love.
One last easy question about running in cities. Why do you run?
Partly because I'm a maniac, and if I don't, I'm even crazier. But also because I feel like we experience places a lot better if we do it at the speed of a human animal rather than a car. If I run through this city, I will smell what is coming out of cafes. I'll have a chance to appreciate the length and breadth of a building. I'll feel air coming off the mountains around us and the fields around us. If I'm in a car, the window will be up, I'll be listening to the radio, and I'll be looking. And I think part of the problem we have with our world right now is that we are using 1 or 2 of our senses. And we have a lot more that we can listen to and hear and feel and taste and touch about the world. And if we use these senses, we may not have to be shouted at by the environment that our Earth is in trouble.